Hi, my name's Fiona McNeil and I've been a self-employed business owner for scarily 32 years this year. So it may be then you're wondering, what can you learn from someone like me? Your organisation is a vast machine, very structured, lots of rules, lots of regulations, and kind of typifies really the opposite to the organisations that I've had the benefit of setting up and working in over my career. So I've set up 3 businesses now, initially as a self-employed person working on my own, and then for 26 years working with a team of associates across the UK, and latterly in the last year due to COVID back to working as a sole trader again. And there's been lots of flexibility, lots of fluidity, lots of capacity to change, to move, to have my own way, do what I wanted to do. And then, of course, what comes with that is the massive risk of owning a business and not knowing what your paycheck's going to be at the end of every month. And that's been an interesting journey, and I've learned a lot. But one of the really fundamental things that I've learned is that what has kept me straight on that road have been my personal values, my connectivity to what drives me, my connectivity to what feels right in terms of how I am to myself, how I am to my work, and how I am to others as they are to me. So there's something around what's at your core. And the work around the idea of a personal leadership compass really came about just before the beginning of lockdown, as I was trying to think about a creative way of grounding myself in what the changes were that I knew were going to be coming to our business. And it has transpired to be the most interesting and necessary piece of work, I think, probably that I've done for a long time, with a huge amount of positive response from the people that have undertaken it. So the idea of us coming together for a short 3-hour session is really exciting for me, and it's also going to require you to do some work and some some deep thinking before we get together. The idea to create the time and space for yourself to think about what is it that really matters to you in the context of the compass that kind of guides you, and then what do you do when you butt up against people whose compass is very different from yours. And that is not something that just happens in a big organisation like Police Scotland. It happens in every organisation and with individuals. So you will know that from being part of a family, that sometimes the values that you have about how things should be done and the way that you communicate don't feel aligned to other members of your family or your extended family. So it's not psychological babble. It's not, and neither is it black and white, here's a rule book. It's categorically not that. But for me, it is really, really important. If you don't understand what drives you, how do you then challenge the behaviour of others when that gets in the way of your kind of core values? So it's a big ask, but I'm guessing if you're thinking about signing up for it, then you're interested in doing that work, and you need to do that work on yourself before you come along. And I can imagine that some of you are thinking, well, I'm not creative, I can't do that. Well, you can, and we're all creative. We're all born creative, and then the education system that we have in the Western world educates that out of us, because creativity is not valued as much as knowledge. But we are all creative. Take the time, get some stuff, do whatever you want to do. We've had people make a garden, we've had people make a cake, we've had drawings, we've had mosaics, we've had collages, we've had photographs. It can be whatever it needs to be, it just needs to have meaning for you. And then the time we have together will be about kind of, so what? So, it's the 3 whats. You've done it, that'll be the what. Then the time we have together, the conversation, the thinking space will be the so what. And then it'll be up to you to go away and think about now what. So I am really grateful for the opportunity, which has come to me in a strange way, but that's often the way when you do the kind of work that I do. And as one woman to a group of other women, take the time, spend it on yourself, enjoy that, and then we'll have a fantastic conversation. I hope this has given you a wee bit of a flavour. I know that you'll have access to my website and my email address. So if you want to drop me a note in advance, then please feel free to do that. Okay, thank you so much, and I look forward to seeing you.